In this Devo series, I hope you're following along. We're looking at different Christmas icons or traditions and how we can apply them in a devotional setting. So today it's angels. One of the most prominent items on a Christmas tree is the topper, and it just doesn't seem complete without it. And it's probably an angel or a star traditionally. So why an angel? What's so cool about angels at Christmas? I find some of the ones in the store a bit creepy, and I've never had an angel on my tree, but one of my best friends collects angels. Did you know that without angels, we'd have no Christmas story at all? An angel appeared to Mary to tell her she would give birth to the Savior of the world. Angels talked to Joseph to assure him of what was happening with Mary. Angels appeared to the shepherds in the Christmas story, and the glory of the Lord shone around them. I mean, angels are an integral part of Jesus coming to earth, so what's significant about them for us today? It seems that placing an angel atop a tree began as a way to celebrate the birth of Jesus. So let's look at the angels' tidings to the shepherds. They said, "Fear not." It says they brought good tidings of great joy, and they said the tiding was for all people. They said the baby would be wrapped in cloths lying in a manger, and it would be a sign to them. Those are some pretty powerful and significant words, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have been heeded except they were coming from the mouth of something supernatural like an angel. Angels were messengers. Messengers in our culture might come in the form of a truck from Amazon, unloading gifts at our door. Or they might be announcers on TV or the big screen about sporting events, offering commentary on the plays and letting us know the score and who's winning. Messengers can be doctors that come out of closed doors to tell us the diagnosis, the treatment, or the lack thereof. Messengers of all forms were present then too, but none of us would give a second thought to one of these messengers if they gave us a word like the angels gave, unless they were angels. Angels talking in host and saying such amazing things, well, they were to be listened to for sure. So why did angels appear? Why did they sing at Jesus' birth? I read this. Who by entry into the world broke the barrier between God and man and created the obsolescence of sin and became the answer to the failure of religion. That's something to sing about, joy to the world. Have you ever heard of a host of angels appearing to ordinary shepherds with such a message before? No, because that message reverberates all of Christianity throughout the ages, that there's no barrier between man and God any longer. There's no religion or ritual that can bring us close to Him. Instead, there is good news that all people can hear and receive in the humility of Christ in the manger. And the fact that the angels appeared to the shepherds and the shepherds heeded their word and followed to see Jesus ushers in a whole new concept of entering the presence of a holy God. Like we said last time, no fanfare or bells or whistles needed, just listening and following Jesus, the tiniest babe, King of Kings, born in a stable, wrapped in a cloth. The first ones called to the scene were these shepherds. Being a shepherd wasn't seen as an illustrious career. They were on the lower rung of the social class. They were lonely, nomadic, and their job was tiring. And yet the angels appeared to them first. They were the first called to come and see. And Jesus is also called the Good Shepherd who lays down his life for the sheep. These angels called the shepherds to a personal visit full of glory that lit up the night sky to hear the good news and not be afraid to see the sign and visit the Christ. Angels are God's messengers. They bring hope and joy. They were sent to warn, comfort, and guide people in Bible stories. Today we sometimes see that someone was an angel that we met and then they disappeared and we're unable to find that person. Angels are all sorts of mystical beings we don't really fully understand, but we know they're present and important, and we know the message is always one of hope. My husband had an experience as a child of an angel. Maybe, who knows? He was walking home one day and a trash truck turned the corner and jumped the curb, headed straight for my husband. John says he saw a hand on the side of the truck gently push the truck back on the road, and John's life was spared. He's never forgotten that story. He's told our kids about the way God sent an angel to protect and save him, and perhaps that was a ministering angel of protection. I had a teacher tell me a story one time of a lady walking up to her and asking about a mole on my friend's face. My friend was at first offended, but the lady said that my friend should go get it checked, and she did, and it was cancer, and she had it removed. My friend went back to school later and asked around who that substitute teacher was, and no one knew. My friend counted it as an angel warning and sending hope. I can't explain angels. I don't even want to understand all the mysteries of God. Without a bit of mystery, we'd have no need for faith. But I and you, like the shepherds in the field, sit in wonder as we read about the angels on that night and what they said. Just a couple of sentences packed with and embodied with who God is, the Savior of the world. So if you like angels, go ahead, put one on your tree. Give a child an angel and let her marvel at the beauty and sparkle. Read the angel's words again on the night before Christmas. Go see a Christmas play and observe the little kids with angel's wings. And listen to the music in the air this season and grab hold of the truth that there's nothing to fear, only everything to rejoice about. Jesus is alive and well for you and me.